Hello everybody out there, my name is Bergback. Just streaming a little bit here. We're working on an Arcology, and it's a little weird because my other town, the Arcology, is actually saying it's done and we're actually powering up, so I'm trying to figure that out. But I'm just going to let the alloys go here. Just because I want to see what happens when, I do that. I am making plenty of money though, as you can see. I am up to 8 million simoleons. I am currently going through creating processors, creating TVs actually, and the TVs are selling, and I'm only doing like one bit of them. Oh, let me go to the market here. Exporting TVs for 197,000 simoleons each, so it's going pretty well there. So we're gonna let that run a little bit. I can show you a little bit of my town if you're interested in there. If you guys want to log in, have a little chat here in the stream chat, that'd be great. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Got my little mayor's house, got some health concerns. So I just have to treat 5 patients and I'm done. That's pretty much it. Worker shortage. Well, I'm trying. Not much I can plop. I used to have... It was really a challenge to build up to where I am with this consumer electronics factory. I had to basically build 4 processor plants. I had one here. You can see this dirty part of the land here. I had one right here. This is my oil refinery that makes the plastic that comes from the oil wells that I have built here. I've already this whole area here was oil. I've already basically dispersed all of it here, so I'm starting to move over here just so I can keep that up. So I've got tons of crude oil coming into this warehouse here, and then the oil gets shipped to this refinery, makes the plastic. The plastic then goes into a warehouse, and the plastic, let me open up my trade window here. The plastic goes into the processor factory, in which I have alloy coming in. And as you saw in the Arcology tab, I need alloy to also make an Arcology. So I'm kind of fighting here. So I'm importing alloy as well as making alloy here up at the smelting factory, because I'm making a massive amount of money a month here. And at the point of where it gets faster, I will be making like $1 million an hour once everything starts really shipping. Like once these TVs start shipping at a regular rate. So you see all the colors. So the processors then go into the consumer electronics factory. I am selling a batch of processors as well. So I'm selling a lot of stuff that I make. And then the recycling plant is also giving me alloy and plastic, so it's cutting down a little bit on my needed production. I have my electronics HQ. Basically, I had to sell 2 million electronics in a daily profit to get to the point of being able to make a consumer electronics factory. I could also, if I needed it, I could also make computers, but thankfully I'm not at that point. I needed to make this Arcology, I needed 60,000 crates of televisions. Crazy amount. So we're just kind of waiting on the alloy, to be honest. And like I said, on my other town, which I guess I could show that really quick, is another manufacturing town. And that's actually up here. I think that's my other town. Yeah, that's up here. They're manufacturing as well, and they were sending as many resources as possible as well. This is my friend Scott. He has 2 towns as well, and I think this one's a casino town, tourism, things like that. And then my city hall, not really upgraded because between him and myself we have upgrades. So the region plays really well put it together, I think. Just trying to finish that Arcology. But you can see the initial findings here. This is all my ground pollution, and this is just my heavy industrial. A lot of it's coming from the ore mines and the coal mines, you know, just digging up all the earth, and then just the processor plants, all the plants, and then I'm digging up a little bit here, and then my coal plants up here. So it's a pretty big thing. Well to do, and it was kind of a challenge, to be honest, because when I had the 4 processor plants, I wasn't really selling. Well, I was selling the processors, but it was really a difficult time because my friend that I'm playing with, us working on the Arcology, and you can see all these parking rides. These parking rides are here because I had so much transit coming in here that this was backlogged, and I was basically losing money at like millions at a time and regaining them at a time. And because of that, you know, they couldn't come in and buy the processors, so it was getting a little challenging. But after a while, I was finally able to get in there and get it fixed up. And now we're actually bustling, even though we're losing a little bit of money here. And again, that just, it fluctuates with the amount of things that I'm getting in compared to what's going out. So once, and I usually see this at the beginning when I start the game up on this map, because, you know, we don't have the televisions produced at that point, and we just don't have the income coming in yet. Like, we'll see this TV, and this emollient should change black again. That yellow basically means I'm losing money, but it's not at a dangerous rate. So see, that TV just got sold, and I'm back in the black again on making money. I'm back in that positive part. And once processors start getting created a lot, I mean, there's going to be a point in time where I'm going to have to transition out of this whole manufacturing in this town, and then start figuring out what I'm going to do after that. I mean, a lot of also fixing the, you're going to start seeing here, like, rush hour is starting, and a lot of different, it's a lot of different times. Like, there's, Twain is my friend's city, but you also see people coming back from the Arcology that are working on the Arcology, and eventually we're going to see a lot of people coming from the Arcology just to come to work and go to school, things like that. But I put a ferry terminal in here, and that's bringing in about 5,000 people a day off the streets instead of going in the streets. I also have a train terminal here, and that's pushing in 11,000 people a day just on the train, and a 13-minute wait. That's really not that bad. It's a shame that we're not making money off of something like that, because that would be great. You know, and as long as you have other towns in your region with that, you're going to be getting more and more people coming in. And we even have tourism, which I'm surprised at. I have some commercial buildings in here. Let me see if I can build that up. And if the music's too loud, let me know in chat, because if it is, I apologize. I might see if I need to turn it down now. Yeah, we can turn the sound effects down. Yeah, that's what I figured. I got a community college. It's not a university, but I got a university in another town. Had to really figure out the pluses and minuses of going with the bigger police station, fire station, the hospital instead of the clinics. I've got to deal with, again, the pollution on the ground. People are complaining about how dirty it is around town, and it won't go down until I can finally get rid of those dirty buildings. So there's really not much I can do in this town except kind of wait for that Arcology to get filled up. And I'm at 8:55, so they get sent at, what do they get sent out? They get it sent out in packets of 10. But because I'm buying and selling, buying them and exporting them at the same time, it'll get be a little faster than that. If there's anything you want to see specifically, I can show it to you. I don't mind. You just have to ask. Or if you have any questions about specifics of this city, I can definitely help you with that. Something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. It's a weird glitch. What's going on here? What's my power generation? My power generation currently... What the heck? Let me tab out here really quick. Currently, it is coal power plant. As you can see, I should add... Oh, well, that's good. Let's see, can I add on? Yeah, I can add on to this. I will add a clean burning to that. Gotta watch a little bit of that. So basically, I'm having the coal that I'm processing in my town get put. So I have a coal mine here. They're producing, you know, about 112 tons a day, supplying my coal power in my town. The thing about the clean, I'll bring that up now. The power. I start with the coal. That's 75 megawatts of rate, and then you can modulate and put the added smokestacks on there to give it more. The oil plant does more, the 150 megawatts, but it has higher air pollution. Oh, no, it doesn't. It has the same air pollution, but it's oil, and it costs a little bit more, and it costs more to upkeep. The wind power is only 3 megawatt in 10 mile per hour speeds, and if you... Oh, this is not good. Oh, look, I just finished the Arcology. That's good. Oh no, the processor factory! Oh no. Oh wow, this building's actually looking pretty good there. The buildings are actually doing well. I didn't have any damage. No damage. My town is well built. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So we're going to go out here to the Arcology construction. We can see that it's now constructing. At least on here, we got phase 2 started. So now we have, they're going to be using the materials. And let me speed that up. Yeah, I was lucky. So basically now I can stop. Let's go into town here. I can go in here. My alloy. Oh, that one's already used locally. This one here. I can now change that to use locally, so I'm not bringing in 48,000. And let me see if any of the other ones are importing. Use locally. Okay, good. So basically, yep. So we are constructing still. We'll speed that up, and I can talk while we're going. We're going to be basically what the workers are now doing. They're taking the ore. They're going to be using it to construct. We have 300 workers through all of our cities going in here and working on constructing an Arcology. So once the Arcology is made, we're going to be going into the building phase, the post-building phase. We saw between Scott and I that it was now we have to supply power and water to it to start expanding the density of the Arcology. We just haven't gotten that far. I told him I'd be getting on after I was done with my other game that I was playing, and we were going to figure that out together, but it looks like he might be... Oh, he might be in now. Let's see. And my keyboard seems to be turned off. Awesome. So I can't type to him at the moment. Maybe I can get him on Skype. Which is probably not going to happen. Because I think he was away earlier. Yeah. Alright. Oh, so we can start seeing it actually building. The Arcology is actually starting to build a little bit. Arcology is wow, I can't type it. Oh, there we go. Arcology is basically, in the essence of this game, it's a big, think of it as a huge apartment. It's it's basically a place where people live, and it's gonna supply our towns with people for working, for students, and tourists, things like that. Alright, let me get back in there. I should really just turn window mode on. I do too much out of my weak window. So we're 41% done. I want to see what happens when it gets to 50%. That'd be interesting. Just taking a minute here to... %. So it's kind of weird because, like I said, my one region here, Hilltop, actually sees this as being built already. So I'm trying to figure out the interconnectivity here between the two and why it's not fully working properly. Oh, there's 51%. We're gonna move out of there and go back into town. And all these people with the pictures on here, they're basically they're basically looking for me to add landmarks for tourism and things like that, and I'm just not ready for it yet. You can see I put a lot of trees into the landfill just to help clean that up a little bit. And I try to put some here, and they just keep disappearing. So yeah, here I'm starting to make $500,000 now. I am exporting 1 million simoleons worth of goods a month. Oh, what do we got here? My friends and I want to do a fireworks show. Yeah, let's do it. Have fun. Let's see if we can save the fire. But they seem to be on it pretty easily. I wonder what the water table looks like. It hasn't filled up at all. I had a pump here and a pump here, and I moved the pump there, and you can see the water table disappearing, and I moved another pump here, and the water table is disappearing. So eventually I'm just gonna have to move it somehow on a riverbed, like right here, and hope for the best. I thought the water here at the end of the river would have helped it a little bit, but as you can see, it's still a little bad there. Just kind of waiting it out here. I even have a fire helicopter. Oh, that's a news helicopter. Oh, maybe I didn't put the helicopter on here yet. No, I did not. But I could. They'll have a lot. Add the hazmat garage, the fire helipad, and the fire marshal office to a large thing. Alright, yeah, cool. So we'll be able to see that helicopter. Go off and do its thing. There it is. Flying to the fire. Came from non-fat yogurt. There's no... this is, I think, more freshwater, but there is a filtration option. So I could technically put it next to the sewage treatment plant and then put a filtration thing here to filter the water as it's coming out. So after that, then yeah, it's like you can have as much water as you want. I just have not found a good place yet in my town to put that, to let it be good for a good system like that. But it is endless for that. So we're having fireworks. We're getting closer. Let's see what the Arcology looks like here. 71%. We're getting there. The Arcology's almost done. And I see I have a couple more viewers out there. If you have any questions, please make sure to log in. Ask any questions you want. I'm going through just the basics of my city, as I have two mining towns, developing into high tech. You know, I had a few problems getting up to that part, but I did get past it. But if you have any general questions about the game, just make sure to ask. We're just kind of sitting here watching the Arcology get built. Finished getting built anyway. We're at 71%. We're getting close. Just a couple more hours of game time here, and it'll finish out. So we'll go back into town, watch the fireworks go off. Like I said, I do have a community college. I do have a hospital. Got 3 wellness vans, got a full ambulance bay. Even have a diagnostic lab and a patient room wing. I'm not even close to maxing out that patient room, and nobody's waiting. So it's doing a pretty good job here, just with the wellness vans going out first. As like a precursor, trying to make sure everybody's alright. Alright, Arcology's finished. Oh, now that's a lie. The computer just lied to me. But look at that. Oh. Look at that thing light up. I wonder if we can see that from town here. Look at that. Off in the distance there. A little blurry. There we go. Construction complete. So, this is what it gives. Shoppers, workers, students. Building this towering pinnacle of human architecture requires skilled workers and resources. This dense ecosystem contains everything necessary to sustain a massive community. Sims live here, but many of them will commute to cities in the region to work, go to school, or to shop. So let's cut the ribbon on it. So there we go. Now for the Arcology. We're now looking at the benefits here. And it looks like we're powering it. So regional resources, power of the 300, and we've got plenty of water over that. So it looks like Scott's been busy getting some of that in there. So we'll see how that affects our, what says it needs power? But it looks like it's doing pretty well on its own there. It says 327. So we'll see how it goes from there. We'll see how that affects our towns as we go from here. Let's get out of there. And Hilltop all have excess power, as do I. So that might be where that power is coming from. So if I go up into my Hilltop region, we'll see how that compares, because I remember when I was in there last, it was saying that it needed power. So we'll see if it's still in need of power. And for those that are viewing, if you want to see when I come online again, make sure to hit that follow button. You'll get a little email from Twitch telling you that I'm coming on. If you're interested in seeing what I have to offer, I'm doing this. I'm going to be doing some StarCraft next week here when the game comes out. The expansion. I do want to try and focus on SimCity because I really love this game. As you see here, I do have kind of the same city, except now in Hilltop here, I do have a university. I am researching the surgical center right now. Scott's doing more of I did the science. What did I do? I did engineering, and I thought I had another school here. Yeah, there it is, in medicine. Yeah, there it is, School of Medicine. He's doing law and science, so we're trying to formulate it out a little bit there, just so that we're covering the bases for the whole region. And if you look here, there's the Arcology from this point of view. And you can see the traffic coming down the highway. Let's go see what the Arcology looks like here. We are now at number 1 on density, so the population in there is 88,000. 213. I thought that was my population, unless it's copied. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. But we're now in that number 1 density. So we're getting, you know, these kind of benefits from it. They seem happy, smiling. And it looks like we're supplying plenty of power, plenty of water. So we're gonna see how that goes as time passes by, I guess. From what they're saying, you know, we can go up 8 densities, and this Arcology gets bigger and bigger. It'll max out a little bit more. So I'm kind of tempted to transition this town now out of mining, at least one of my towns out of mining. to start cleaning it up a little bit, and just importing the alloy and importing the ore and stuff to do that, so I don't have to worry about mining that stuff out. Just cleaning up the town a little bit more. But yeah, if you have any questions, please make sure to ask. I'm going to try messing around a little bit. In this town here, we did have the oil field down here, and I put the water down here by the water just to see what we can do here. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my river bend, and maybe I'll see if it updated the Arcology stats here while I'm transitioning. Looks like things might finally be syncing back and forth. They did do some server updates on this server. I'm on Europe West 3, I think. Europe West or Europe East 3. I can't remember. But Scott and I are trying this kind of as a little experiment. Let's see what the Arcology, the great work, has to say. Yeah, still not saying exactly. And see, I'm still not synced up correctly. Some kind of issue here. One town to the other. I'm tempted to claim that other city in our region. Up. We'll see how this affects our market. I've got plenty of money. This will at least start to clean up. This will at least start to clean up the land. I mean, you see that land there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a little diagonal there. Start bringing them in and hopefully start going with that. goal will be eventually to get that to a more sustainable number. So we'll see how that hammers our bottom line there. But it looks like we at least have some stuff coming up here, and I'll try and put more commercial there. Now that we got the mining out of there. And it'll take a long time for that ground to clean up, especially with that smelting factory still here. And really what I could do is I could probably get rid of that as well, since I don't have to worry about creating alloy anymore. Because I'll just import the alloy. Is there any... Okay, there's just coal there still, so we'll get rid of that. And for right now, we'll just rezone that commercial for the moment. We'll see how it goes from there. And for effect, put some trees in there. Make it at least look a little better. We'll just export that back out. We'll import the alloy. And for that right now, we'll just do that. We're still running a pretty nice income. We want to try and get that deficit down. Now that we're transitioning out of manufacturing. And by killing some of those big buildings, we're going to be bringing that back up. We can already see that that power is coming up. So really, I could kill that dirty. Just to consolidate the power. And looking at this is going good. Got some high rises already coming in. Even have a residential high-rise coming in. So that skyline's going to be building up a little bit there. Again, the Arcology in the distance. Could probably even get rid of that consumer electronics factory and definitely get rid of the trade. Oh wow, I didn't even notice. That's level 3. is one pretty big tower. Starting to bring in the Sims now, 112,000 people. And this is the warmer filter. I really like the warm filter. Gives it a little more to it. It's going to be an expensive building. Just like that's an expensive building, the density's starting to go up. Let's see if we can get Thomas in here. Let's see if I can get Scott here on Skype. If not, that's fine. But yeah, if anybody out there again has questions, make sure to ask me. I'm starting to get a little bit more people in here now that I'm starting to take the dirty stuff out of the city, moving from that high industrial town to a more technology-esque, cleaning it up. I think next I'm going to be making a city that's more entertainment based. You know, we have specialty cities. I've already gone through mining, drilling, trade. I've even like all four of these here. I've pretty much done. So it's time to start making, you know, a culture gambling type town. Here we go, another under construction here as we start building up. See, this area isn't so healthy, it's just this ground is so seething right now with dirt. Like I said, you know, it's going to take a while for this to clear up. We do see it starting to clear up on the outskirts. And even here will take a while, but we do again see it clearing up. And once that clears up, you know, this will all start building up again. When you look at the tech, we can see it starting to be built up here, you know. I'll probably kill one of these factories and start building that up as tech. In fact, I could probably just build this up as tech here. But again, we have to deal with the ground pollution that goes around with it. You know, the air pollution isn't bad over here, which is great. Got a lot of recycling still out there, but that's really... because they're starting to recycle more, I can't handle it, so it happens. But yeah, it's nice that you can visually see the dirt, like the dirty. It's a really nice tower, though. I do like that. It's a nice little. Elementary school. So I have to start working on my approval rating. Too much crime. Well, let's see if adding all this stuff affected anything. No, we're still great on the the crime, even though it says we're not. Oh, but that's cleaning up a lot. There used to be a lot of pollution in here, a lot of pollution in here, so we are cleaning up a little bit there. And once this cleans up, we'll be great. That's all we really have to worry about. We can even check density. We can see what's likely to expand. Now these guys can't, because, well, one, it's not healthy, but they're too small really to expand. And we do have a lot here that's ready to expand. But the building density is also up, so these guys can't build any more than they are. It's a 2. I could put a 3 down. And see if that builds up, which it looks like it is. Bringing in those high wealth sims. You see where the land value is, and what's a deterrent, like these guys here, not very good. And these I can probably start consolidating as well. These trade depots to give myself a little bit more land room. As you see, okay for low wealth, good for low wealth, and then medium and high wealth. You know, we have some high wealth back here, we've got high wealth here. This needs to start developing. So we've got some high wealth commercial coming in. What type of pollution is that in the main part? The main part? I'm sorry. You're probably talking about down here. There is basically all this pollution here. I started off as a heavy industrial city. I was doing a lot of mining. So up in this area here, I had a coal mine. Down here, I had an ore mine. I'm now transitioning out of that because my friend and I, we were building an Arcology, so we've now built the Arcology. So I'm starting to transition out of that mining, mainly because, and I know I still have some left, but here was the coal mine, and I know I could build here, but I really don't want to have to tear down all that stuff and rebuild over here, etc., etc. So now I'm just starting to import certain things, like the coal for different things, which I'm probably going to get rid of that coal and consolidate, because I can just import the coal directly to the power plant. I kind of wanted some in storage just in case. I didn't want to run out of coal for any reason. But I had the coal mine here. I had the smelting factory right here. So there was a lot of ground pollution coming up just in that area. And then down here, I had the ore mine, where you can see this light area here, and I have a lot more ore left, but I really don't feel like tearing up any more. So that's where a lot of that ground pollution came from. And right here is just all my factories, all my processing factories. You can see the pollution coming out from that. So once I start really taking care of that, that's where we're going to start seeing that come from. So once I start really hammering out and getting rid of this, the oil refinery is another big producer of waste. But now that I got that taken care of up here, we're going to start seeing that pollution clear up here. We're going to start seeing some higher well sims, a lot more sims coming in and moving into the area. So I'm at 112K right now. I'm going to start pushing that up eventually once this clears up. Hope that answers your question there, Ultimate Atika. I hope I said that right. And if you like what you're watching, just make sure to hit that follow button. I'm going to try and broadcast a little earlier at night. Not daily, but I'm going to try and get a schedule out here. I'm pretty much set on doing SimCity. Let's see, that's coal. We're going to import coal. And then on this one here, we're going to delete that coal. Delete that whole thing. Hell, look at that. That already broke ground for more sims there. And I think I'm already we're gonna import alloy there. Yeah, any more questions out there, just feel free to ask. I've been playing pretty consistently. I may not talk all the time, but that's usually because I'm semi-concentrating. Have 10 high-density, high-wealth residential buildings in your city. Awesome. Billionaires playground. But I can then here show you the Arcology. There it is. Oh, it looks like it is updating now. The Arcology density. This I don't understand. Okay, so we get benefits just to Riverbend. My Arcology density is all the way up. I'm gonna have to research this Arcology stuff a little bit more, because it's a different number than what I had. So I have a high density compared to my other town. It's passing through. Tour bus. So it looks like a small apartment building. Here we can actually go down and look at the buildings. See these getting built. It's kind of cool that you can look at it from a person's point of view. High-priced retail. I do apologize. Something's up with my keyboard. But I am down to negative 20,000. So we are making a little bit of bank here. My idea here is to slowly wean off this negative. I mean, I'm making a lot of money out here in my trading, but I'm trying to make some money instead of losing it on here. And of course, having people moving in is a great way of making that money. Let me look at my crime. I had a building over here, this one right here, this Eastgate Tower. There are a lot of criminals in there. Oh, look at that. They actually got taken care of. So the detective wings really helped. And since my Sims are educated enough, they're not moving into a life of crime. Like, we have one criminal there, got a couple criminals out here. But because of my detectives that I have on here, I have 2 detective wings. They kind of go all minority report on it, and they kind of know when crimes are going to happen before they even happen, so they can actually find the criminals in their houses. So we can see in here that I have 93 criminals per day. Oh, sweet. 10 million in my treasury. And I arrest about 17 per day. So it's not bad, considering that I only have 16 people in my jail. We should treat the tourists by adding a landmark. Okay, you know what? I'll put a landmark down. I have been wanting to try out the German set. It's Big Ben. I guess I have to put that one down. How big is that? Oh, that's pretty big. Right there. So we can actually make a profit from that. We can actually make a negative profit from it. Awesome. We'll see how that goes throughout the days. If it's still bad, I'll cut it out. But from what I understand, I think if I put that one down, it'll actually turn the buildings here into a German type architecture. So I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. Okay, so I am starting to make some profit off of it. There we go, 990. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that also affects my traffic now that I have it on the main stretch. Now that I actually have some tourism in here.
Oh,
block party. Now this is the fun part. Watch the the trash and how high it gets. We'll see when it starts. But they have a whole block party, and when we first got the quest, it was in the beginning. So I want to see how this affects it now. And I do have the incinerator on there now, so I'm thinking it'll start really soon here with the trash, because the trash thing starts at 6 a.m. But you can see how far back I am on recycling. Which actually reminds me, do I still have... I can still place one more trash truck. So we'll do that. So let's get back to the trash layer here. We're gearing up close to 5 o'clock. Yeah, there's the trash. So there they all go. Out to work they go. So the goal is, I think, 250 tons of trash cleaned up. I'll get that done pretty quick. And they're already coming back. And putting trash in the dump. And even the recycling trucks are out doing their job. I'll see if I'm gonna have to put another dump out there. But this is the kind of stuff you have to deal with sometimes, and this is a nice little quest because you get some money out of it. Not something I specifically have to deal with. Save 500 plague-stricken Sims in 24 hours. Plague from the Arcology? How do you take care of that? I didn't even ask for that. So you can't just help them. It's an interesting proposition. I got a bigger building coming up here. So you see I'm up to 116 now. Oh, these are the tourist. This is a hotel. Where is that? Commercial map. These are shoppers and tourists. Now, right now, I don't have any shoppers or tourists in there, but I do have them in here in these buildings and these buildings back here. A lot of these just turn into hotels instead of regular shopping. Property management. We're making a lot of profit. So they're happy there. And look back here, we're making some good bank here, 5,700. So where's that money getting put? So I got a mission reward. I think that's the trash. Yep, trash got fixed. Not sure what I'm going to do about the plague-stricken from the Arcology. I'm supposed to accept a quest for that. Oh, the German buildings. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. That's what we got. We got the German buildings coming in here a little bit. Kind of like that. That's nice, making 7,000 a day there. So it's nice to know that you can make a little bit of money there with that. So this is the hourly income. That's where that differential comes from. Traffic's a little crazy here. A lot of municipal buses. Down here, 40-minute wait. That's not that bad. I also have a tram station here. Hello, Jalocourt. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm transitioning from an industrial town into a more high-tech and commercialized town now. I started out heavy industry, had a lot of mining going on, a lot of industry, and just transitioning it out. Start looking at that ground pollution again. Starting to recede a little bit yet. Again, it's going to take a long time before we see this whole area clean up. And again, this is going to be polluted for a long time until we actually clean that out and get rid of it. Crime is looking okay. Again, rather low. Health coverage, again, down here, it's going to be dirty. It's going to be dirty here until that ground cleans up. And again, here, it's going to be dirty until the ground cleans up. In here, very, very dirty. And again, up here, very dirty, only because this is the industrial land, you're going to have a lot of germs. Pretty good fire coverage. Again, now that they're educated, we're not going to have the trash on the ground. If we look at the trash, we're at, you know, 6 p.m. They're trying to stay caught up here. We're close to getting there, but again, we're waiting for the garbage collection to start. And overnight, that is going to be incinerating in that little incinerator there. I could add another incinerator if I wanted to help clear up a little bit more of that land value. Got a lot of germs. Of course, a lot of it's just pollution. Ground pollution and air pollution. Trying to drive those sims in at a 76% approval rating. Place to ship some freight, so we need some commercial, which is what we're building. We're building a little bit of commercial up here. I could probably get rid of that HQ. Eiffel Tower. Nah, I don't want the Eiffel Tower. Looks like this is starting to build up a little bit here too. That's great. So we are getting a little bit cleaner. elevators going up and down. Night is approaching. So this is building up to be a nice little city. Get the medium park here. Got a little low wealth here, but again, that's going with the pollution. And most of my Sims now are educated. Give you the skylight. Out there. I think that looks beautiful. Everything just lit up nice and beautiful there. You can see that building just finishing up here. And now the sun. Oh no, what is this? A small viral outbreak. I don't think I've ever had viral outbreak. I don't know what to... Don't know what to do here. Viral outbreak. I thought they weren't doing a plague. Doesn't sound like it was that bad though. I don't... The music's gone already, so I am not going to worry about it. Oh look, they want an airport. Ask later, because I really don't have room for an airport in this town. This isn't that kind of town. We actually have rebels somewhere. We can improve these buildings a little bit. Get a basketball court. Let's see if they expand at all. It's all about parks. Whatnot here. So I love the level of detail. Little alleyway, cheap motel. Low cost motel. Get the bus stop. Got a school bus stop here. Recycling and trash. Got a little dumpster. That's the level of detail. Kind of reminds me of this garage. There's the opposite end, looking in from the power plants. I'm thankful you guys are still out there watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, please make sure to ask me. Take one last look here at the Arcology. That's what I figured. We'll add another one on just for now. $17,000 per day. It's pretty amazing. Should add another one. So you can add 3. See what that does really quick, and then we'll call it a day, I think. So if you did enjoy this, please make sure to subscribe here. I will be going pretty much every night, hopefully, unless it's a raid night for WoW. I do play WoW. No, it's no problem if you're asking a question. We kind of decided to go with Arcology first to see what it's like. This is kind of our first region that we're building together. So we wanted to see how it went. The Arcology, I had to build a lot of tech to build the Arcology because it required a crap load of television sets to make. So I basically had to start out in the low tech and upgrade to high tech. Just in like consumer electronics and everything. Like I'm making televisions here now, and I'm exporting them. So I had to start low end just to get up to that. I had to get the ore, convert the ore into alloy, convert the oil up here into plastic at the refinery. Again, a lot of heavy polluting things. So that I'm making a lot of money now, but I'm also polluting a lot. So each thing has its kind of ups and downs when it comes with that. So to build the Arcology, yeah, I kind of had to do that. And then I'm trying to go from that dirty industry and eventually get rid of all these manufacturing things and not have to rely on exporting anymore. Mainly just to kind of challenge myself and see if I can get it working that I don't have to worry about manufacturing and heavy anymore and just go full high tech, and maybe even up in this corner go hydroelectric, or not hydroelectric, nuclear. It's all just a fun process. It's something that we wanted to try and do. Eventually we want to build up to like a 16 region with the 4 great works, and we have great work for everything. So it looks like I'm making some money there, down to 18. So I could pretty much convert into a higher tech. Because again, I'm using at least 10 here for all these buildings. I could probably close down one of these processing plants. Just to start killing some of that. Then I also am kind of scared of seeing, where my transactions are going to go, and if I'm going to start going in the black or in the red. But I have considerably dropped this. I've dropped this at least 10,000 in the past couple hours that I've been playing. So it's a gradual, slow thing. So I'm starting to make some money here. That's great. A bunch of tourists. Not maxing out on the tourists yet. Eventually I was going to look at doing a tourism / gambling kind of town. Sears Tower. I've dropped a little bit of population here, it looks like. But that might be because I'm moving more high wealth. be surprised if this starts moving. Again, a lot of it's just about parks and placement. Yep, there we go. Starting formal. I smell smoke. Oh no. So you see that tourism spiking up there. The hotels. All the hotels here now. People staying there. Got some high wealth people now coming into the city just to be tourists. That's building up. So I wonder if the ground is starting to clean up. A little bit. It's starting to recede. And even here on the Eiffel Tower, it's starting to clean up a little bit. But as long as you're making some profit, that's all that really matters. The Prissy Princess's Parlor. Nice. Too much germs removing. Yeah, and eventually, again, like I said, this will all start to change for here once this ground pollution is cleared up. Not enough room to increase density. Kind of wonder if I pop that pond out. Pop that out. If I can. There we go. Hopefully that gives it a little bit more room now. I do thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'll be hopefully showing more this week. Tuesday might be a little bit more of a StarCraft night. You know, just going around playing the campaign and failing miserably, probably. Yeah, let's not do that right now. Cheap motel there. No problem there, Misty. Glad I could give you a little fix before you can get the Mac version. So you know what? I wouldn't mind going over and holy crap. Looking at Twain here from my friend. Just to see what his tourist, I'm thinking this is his tourist town. Really quick here. Alright, he said he has. Yep, there's the. Oh my. He's got the Empire State Building. That's seeing a nice amount of people. He's seen a pretty good budget. He's actually seeing an increase here. He's also got an expo center. Large fire station. So he's making this more into a tourist town. But he does have some high tech. He's got a crap load of an airport. There's his nuclear power plant, so that'll be fun. See if that thing goes nuclear. So that's where all the extra power is coming from. Look at his crime here. He's got it pretty much taken care of. Air pollution. He doesn't have a whole lot. Just out there in the corner. And down here with the garbage dump. Ground pollution looks pretty good. But really high tech here, early on. No sewage problems. Water's good. Power, everything's lit up. Land value's looking good here in the center. It's exactly in the center here. Radiation. Oh, no, that's not the radiation. There's radiation. He'll be in trouble if that thing has nuclear fallout. Worker education level safe. That's good. I think eventually that's what I might do in my own hometown. Transfer out of that coal into a nuclear power plant. Alright, well guys, I'm gonna get off here now and go to bed. Busy work day ahead of me tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll, like I said, I'll probably be on tomorrow night doing this. Doing some workout moves, but I'll be out there then. That sound, I wonder if that's the Arcology making that sound. That's really buggy. But yeah, so guys, I'll see you later. You guys take care.